Dr. Elise episode 7 picks up where the previous episode left off. The king asks Elise to rethink her decision on the wager that she had previously made. It is then that he proceeds to explain to her that the kingdom requires a powerful queen like herself. The kingdom, on the other hand, is home to several medical professionals, and her contribution will not be missed. Elise, on the other hand, is adamant about not backing out of the wager since she is determined to become a physician and save as many people as she can. In the aftermath of this, Elise is shown studying intensively at home to ensure that she is able to pass her exam. Later that night, her brother visits her room and asks her to sleep. In light of the fact that Elise is firmly determined to win the wager, she wishes to study more. Her brother, on the other hand, requests that she get some rest because she is required to attend the birthday celebration for His Majesty the next day. The scene then cuts to the king's birthday celebration. There are few attendees at the party who believe that Elise is the prince's fiancée because of the declaration made by the king. Elise is not very fond of that, but she is compelled to comply because she has no other choice. Not long after that, the Duchess begins to have a painful obstruction in her throat, and she is on the edge of passing away. Nevertheless, Elise quickly performs a surgical procedure, which ultimately saves the Duchess. In light of the fact that Elise carried out a potentially dangerous operation without authorization, she is being held in isolation. Throughout Elise's time spent alone, she appears to be struggling from a terrible nightmare. Prince Lyndon notices that Elise is experiencing a nightmare, and he is unable to tolerate the thought of her being in pain. Shortly after, he has to go, leaving Elise behind. Prince Michael introduces himself to Elise following that. On the other hand, Elise remembers him from her past life. He then shares sweets with her, and they have an incredible time, chatting about each other's hopes and dreams. On the other hand, the king summons Dr. Graham and Dr. Sven to get an update about the Duchess's well-being post-surgery. The two surgeons are unable to stop gushing about how efficiently and precisely Elise was able to carry out the procedure. Following this, Dr. Sven requests the king to let him meet Elise to learn more about her procedures. However, much to Bent's disappointment, the king promptly gives his consent. Elise can be seen receiving a visit from Dr. Graham and Dr. Sven in the final moments of the episode. Given the fact that Elise had previously worked at the hospital under the name Rose, they are puzzled to find her there, and the episode comes to a close at this point. The episode review. In the 7th episode, Elise is rushing to save a patient who is attending the birthday celebrations of the Emperor. In light of the fact that the treatment she conducts is uncommon within the Empire, she is subject to severe repercussions for her actions. She makes the lives of her patients her first concern at all times, but she has a hard time preparing for the doctor's examination. The basic plotline of the show, much like in the previous episodes, ensures that you stay engaged and entertained throughout the entire episode. On the other hand, the technical aspects of things like the procedures that are performed are simplified to the point that they appear childish. Besides that, the show is exciting, it features unique characters, and it explores usual subjects.